Hundreds of employees at Walmart's home office laid off as the company says it's restructuring. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for your 5 News at 6. I'm Darren Bobb.
And I'm Erica Thomas. The retail giant says it's part of its ongoing efforts to streamline business. 5 News reporter Catherine Gilker tells us the impact of the layoffs.
I'm here at Walmart home office in Bentonville, where reportedly hundreds of people are being laid off or will be laid off this week. These job cuts are part of restructuring related to online operations, logistics, store planning, and real estate.
Walmart is not opening as many stores. They're blending their online business model with their big brick and mortar U.S. store model, and so duplication of some of those efforts are leading to some restructuring.
Paul Gatling with the Northwest Arkansas Business Journal says Walmart has not given a number as to how many people were cut, but says those employees will be paid through January of 2021.
Unfortunately, as painful as it is for people that are losing their jobs and their livelihoods are being impacted, jobs are expendable when you're blending two into one.
University of Arkansas economist Mervin Jebaraj says with an already high unemployment rate because of the pandemic, it's unfortunate to see more layoffs. He says these layoffs are in a sector of the economy where we haven't seen layoffs so far. He says as far as our local economy goes, we'll probably see less spending from those households.
Whether you'll see a dramatic impact from the spending cutbacks is unlikely because high-income households, where most of these jobs are probably being lost, were already spending less money in the economy as a result of the pandemic because most of them are staying at home and working.
Again, we don't know the exact number of people who were laid off here at Walmart home office, but we do know that all the people that were laid off will remain on the payroll through January of 2021. In Bentonville, covering news where you live, Catherine Gilker, 5 News.
All right, Catherine, thanks. A Walmart spokeswoman released the following statement to our reporting partners, Talk Business and Politics, quote, "We are continuing on our journey to create an omni-channel organization within our Walmart U.S. business, and we're making some additional changes this week. Our customers want to have a seamless experience, whether they're shopping in our stores, using our app, or shopping online at walmart.com. Our goal is to deliver that experience while increasing innovation, speed, and productivity. We will share additional information after we've completed our communication with associates." And according to the company's website, Walmart employs 2.3 million associates around the world, 1.5 million here in the U.S. alone. Walmart says last year it also promoted about 200,000 people to jobs with more responsibility and higher pay.